Assalamualaikum, hey everyone. Hari ini anda bersama dengan saya Mawahid dalam podcast Chill Guys Jom Borak, di mana hari ini saya bawakan pemilik G Haris Entertainment, orang kuat yang akan membawakan penyanyi yang cukup terkenal, penyanyi antarabangsa Akon, 19 November ini yang akan berlangsung di Megastar Arena Kuala Lumpur. Orang kata setakat ini pun saya tadi sempat berborak dengan orang kuat G Haris Entertainment ni. Katanya tiket sudah pun orang kata mula terjual dan ada lagi ruang untuk anda membeli. Tanpa membuang masa, inilah dia saya perkenalkan pemilik G Haris Entertainment yang juga artis selebriti, Haris Baba. Apa khabar?
Assalamualaikum, kabar baik. Thank you so much for having me. Media Mulia Podcast.
Ya, betul.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, mungkin sebelum kita nak ceritakan tentang Akon The Super Fan Tour, betul sebutan pada 19 November ini, mungkin Haris boleh ceritakanlah perkembangan terkini Haris macam mana.
Okay, so hi guys. First and foremost, of course lah, thank you so much for having me. It's been so long since I'm doing interviews ke, podcast ke, dah berapa tahun, dah 4 tahun So far so good, Alhamdulillah. Sekarang ni tengah fokus on my events and my concerts, which I started kat Sabah, and Alhamdulillah sekarang dah expand to Singapore and KL lah. So I'm focusing on my events and my concerts for now.
Okay, mungkin Haris boleh ceritakan sedikit lah kan, sejak bila G Haris Entertainment ni orang kata bermula? Mungkin ada kita punya penonton tak tahu lagi.
So basically G Haris Entertainment, sebelum ni G Haris Corporation. So just recently I changed to entertainment lah. So kita orang start last year 2023, where I did my first Raya Expo kat Sabah. So Raya Expo yang macam all you see all the Raya Expo kat KL, right? So I did the first one kat Sabah. That was a huge success yang I was able to get many artists yang besar-besar to come Sabah, and also a lot of brands yang tak pernah masuk Sabah was available during my event. It was 13 hari punya event. So Alhamdulillah it was a huge success last year 23. And then I went on to do my second event yang all about food and drinks lah, family fiesta. I called it Mari Makan Minum, and also a huge success, Alhamdulillah. And then I went on to do my 2 concerts last year in 1 month, Armada dengan Ungu. And then this year baru complete the 5th event, which is Borneo Mega Raya Fest 2024 lah. Alhamdulillah yang 24 punya ni was even better than last year, sebab this year I managed to tarik brands macam Rizman Ruzaini yang first time masuk Sabah, Fizi Wu yang first time masuk Sabah, Idem, Fustan, a lot of new celebrities that came on board as well, and Alhamdulillah it was a huge success. And then I told myself lah, as a Singaporean yang dulu based kat KL and now staying in Sabah, the next thing for me to do is of course to expand to Singapore and KL lah. So that's when I've made the move and now trying to do new things kat Singapore and KL.
Okay,
so that is the backstory of G Haris Entertainment.
I see. Tapi kenapa macam tiba-tiba tergerak hati nak pergi ke entertainment pula, nak buat konsert? Yelah sebelum ni you kata you bawa macam business kan, usahawan untuk food fest and everything. Kenapa tiba-tiba?
So I told myself last year bulan 11 when I did my 2 concerts kat Sabah yang Indonesian band Armada Ungu, then I told myself macam I think for Sabah maybe the market is smaller, and I told myself I want to expand lah. I want to expand and test the market kat Singapore and KL. And of course Singapore and KL, the buying power is stronger. There is more venues. Kat Sabah ni there's only one venue yang everybody does concerts kat SICC. So I just wanted to explore and challenge myself and really expand and grow my company. That's why I decided untuk sekarang fokus kat Singapore and KL. But of course in the future, if Singapore KL goes well, of course I want to buat balik kat Sabah jugalah. So I will be based between these 3 places, Singapore, KL and Sabah.
Okay, untuk Akon The Super Fan Tour kan, macam mana orang kata tergerak hati nak panggil Akon? Ya, first artis antarabangsa kan. Betul. Yang G Haris panggil. Apa menyebabkan orang kata tercetusnya idea macam okay, saya nak bawa dia datang.
So basically when dealing with international artists, American artists, is really not easy tau. Just to share, yang Akon punya concert ni, it took me about 8 months to prepare tau. 8 months from January, back and forth dengan Akon punya management, dengan my booking agent, and then finally we locked, and Alhamdulillah things have finally started lah. So kenapa Akon? It's basically when I first got in touch with my booking agent, so I was given a list of artists, and then I told myself like, some of the artists were big scale, some were smaller scale, some medium, and then I kena strategic lah basically. So I told myself yang Akon, I think dia punya fan base and market kat Singapore and KL is really strong. I think his songs until now are still playing everywhere kan. And then another thing is that I tak nak jump straight away into a venue yang besar macam Axiata ke kat KL and indoor stadium kat Singapore, because that is a different level of execution. So to start with Megastar and Arena at Expo Hall 7 Singapore, I think it's a good start, and Akon fits well in that. So I told myself, okay, let's go with Akon first for a first timer doing in Singapore and KL. And I think insyaAllah dengan Akon, I hope I will get a really good sambutan lah. And I hope Malaysians dengan Singaporeans pun excited to hear about Akon coming here in Singapore. Yeah.
Tapi saya ada baca, kalau tak silap lah, cabaran nak bawa Akon ke sini, ada, you are the only penganjur yang Akon, yang boleh pujuk Akon datang sini. Is it true ke saya silap?
No lah, I think some of the articles were exaggerated a bit.
Oh,
Tapi,
I see. Okay,
no lah,
okay,
but of course the planning was, I think there were other promoters yang wanted to go for Akon as well.
Okay.
But I think my good relationship dengan my booking agent, so everything went well. And of course not easy. You know why? Why is it not easy to lock international artists? First and foremost, susah nak panggil diorang datang untuk one-off show. It's very difficult to ask them to come to Malaysia or Singapore. Is difficult. Normally, if they are part of a tour, senang nak tarik diorang masuk wherever you are lah. So that's one. And then diorang punya working hours is different because diorang kat America and we all at Malaysia. So when it's time for us to sleep kat sini, that is when I'm working with them lah. Diorang punya office hours. And then I think the main challenge for me is that at first it was supposed to be in October, then push to November, then push balik to October, and then push balik to November. So you know when you are given the month, then as the promoter you kena secure venue, you kena secure the date. So once you secure the venue, you secure the date, you pass it to the management, and then kena align dengan all the other countries tau. Kalau tak align, another country must change or you must change. So it was back and forth about 3 bulan untuk secure venue dengan date. And then finally lah, we settled on 19 November and 20th November. So this took about 3 months juga. This was another big challenge and difficulty that I faced. Tapi Alhamdulillah, it is very fun lah. It's fun to go through this process sebab that is where you really become more experienced and you learn more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tak apa, orang kata susah sekejap, nanti ada kemanisan je kan. Okay, dari segi macam tiket, harga bermula daripada berapa?
So untuk Malaysia, it is from 288 to 988, which I think is a very reasonable price for Akon yang, you know, one of the A-listers with a catalogue of Billboard hits. I think 288 for a start to 988 is a good price range lah, yang I believe Malaysians are able to afford. In fact, I just got news today for the pre-registration sales yang one of our cat dah sold out within the less than 1 hour dah sold out.
Wow.
Yang silver seating untuk Megastar dah sold out. Yeah, so okay lah, Alhamdulillah.
Untuk Megastar, capacity 5,000.
About 5,000.
Sekarang ni dah terjual
I need to check the report. I haven't checked. I want to surprise myself. Nanti baru I check.
Tapi okay, sekiranya orang kata berjaya, akan ada tambah hari ke atau memang cukup 1 hari saja?
As of now, there's no plans yet. We'll see how it goes. Tengok macam mana ticket sales and all. InsyaAllah, if everything goes well. Because you know, this upcoming month in November, right? There's a lot of concerts for both Singapore and Malaysia. So of course lah, there will be a bit of competition in terms of ticket sales, but it really depends on macam mana kita orang market juga and how we push. So I'm just hoping for the best. It is part and parcel of the process that I will go through.
Tiket yang paling mahal berapa?
988.
Dan kalau ada tak macam meet and greet ke atau
meet and greet there will not be sebab I think Akon punya management, they don't want to do the meet and greet. So it's okay lah. Yeah.
Okay. So untuk yang harga yang paling mahal tu ada apa-apa lagi yang
there will be some of course there will be a separate lane for the VIP ticket holders. There will be basic merchandise as well that we will give, but all that we are sorting out lah, and we will officially announce on our page. So siapa yang dah beli the VIP tickets, just stay tuned for our upcoming announcements lah.
Setakat ni feedback macam mana?
So far so good. I mean, I haven't really gone and checked. I want to give it at least sampai jam 5 ke, then I will check lah. But I heard from my team members that things are going really well lah.
Macam ada setengah organizer dia akan macam bagi teaser kan. So macam G Haris sendiri ada bagi teaser tak untuk bawa Akon ataupun macam suruh?
So my style of working is that once I dah lock, sign contract, everything done, green light, contract ada, then I will do the teaser. So I'm not the type yang macam kalau you know still in the process of locking ke apa, I want to announce apa-apa. I don't want, because I don't want to macam make it look bad on myself kalau tak jadi. So normally after I've done all my work, dah lock, then I will do the teaser post lah. So when I posted the teaser, I think a lot of people couldn't tell that it's Akon. So when they found out it's Akon, then Alhamdulillah yang G Haris punya IG page for the concert poster more than 10,000 shares. More than 10,000 shares. So I was really impressed lah. Really thankful, grateful for, whatever that's happening. Everything that's happening.
Dari segi persiapan kan, kalau kita tahu kalau konsert ni kata pentas pun memainkan peranan kan, macam mana connect dengan peminat. So macam you guys sendiri ada kata planning ke untuk pentas macam mana?
In terms of pentas, you mean? In terms of
ada tak macam mungkin nak buat 360 ke atau something?
No, I cannot do that sebab Megastar kan dia punya stage pun dah ada. Yeah. So it's just going to be the basic setup, and the setup pun kita orang ikut the rider yang given to us, technical rider given to us by Akon punya management. So whatever that is there at Megastar kita orang akan pakai and just tambah a bit here and there to make it look a bit customized and unique lah. Yeah.
Berapa lagu yang akan Akon nyanyikan?
So we haven't gotten the set list yet from Akon punya side, tapi I hope Akon akan really sing as much songs as possible and really give back to his fans lah kat Singapore dan Malaysia.
Dari segi macam, okay, kalau kita tahu artis antarabangsa ni macam Akon pun lagu dia memang sangat famous kan, and then of course ada dancer and everything. So ada tak macam kata guideline for them?
Guideline
mungkin boleh ceritakan sedikit lah guideline untuk for the dance and everything.
I think yang for this Asia tour, I think it's quite straightforward lah. The main act is of course Akon dengan his band members. So I think more info on the upcoming set list ke apa-apa that fans can expect, we will definitely announce on G Haris punya IG page lah. So of course please follow G Haris for more info and updates.
Datang Malaysia, mungkin ada tak orang kata terfikir untuk bawa artis Malaysia juga orang kata menyanyikan opening? Mungkin Haris sendiri yang akan nyanyikan untuk opening.
Dah basi dah.
Okay, so ada tak orang kata planning untuk panggil macam yalah banyak artis kat Malaysia ni kan or something, ada tak?
So
planning?
the plan that we have already planned, that is also advised by Akon management, is for us to have a guest DJ yang opening for Singapore and Malaysia lah. So we will source the right guest DJ to hype the crowd sebelum Akon comes out. I think that is the right setting. In terms of calling a singer to sing, maybe not. I think a better option would be to have the guest DJ lah. Yeah. So we will be doing guest DJ opening act for both Malaysia and Singapore.
Berapa jam konsert ni nanti Haris?
I think standard concert time at least about 1.5 to 2 hours lah kan. Standard.
Dari segi macam marketing, selain untuk G Haris tu, ada tak macam minta tolong like yalah mana-mana artis untuk tolong promote sekali ke?
So we have not gotten in touch with any KOLs yet. For now we are solely doing our marketing and ads on social media and all the basic platforms lah. But in the event that we need some KOLs, definitely we will get in touch with a few KOLs lah.
So nanti akan ada PC tak? You guys akan
We
buat
plan
PC?
to do a press conference juga sebelum the concert. Tapi the press conference is more for myself, my company, our past work, our future plans, and an introduction of G Haris Entertainment to the Singapore and KL market.
Okay. So Haris, alang-alang Haris dah datang kat sini kan, kita nak tinggalkan sekejap Akon lah. Kita nak tanya tentang perkembangan peribadi Haris kan.
Yes, please. Thank
Okay,
you.
Haris kita tahu dulu penyanyi, pernah berlakon. Sekarang ni tak rindu ke nak kembali ke industri? Ataupun dah selesa dah dengan buat bisnes ni?
Yeah, of course I miss my times doing my acting and singing. But of course, COVID hit everyone badly. And then when COVID came, I had to make the decision of course, flying back to Sabah because my wife and kids are there. Tapi during the whole period pun, I did receive a lot of offers juga. But it's susah sebab I couldn't fly back to KL, there were no flights. So, yalah, then that's when I started my events and concerts. But of course, in the future, kalau dapat offer yang really good for myself, for acting ke, singing ke, yang, can have positive impact on myself, my name, as well as my company G Haris Entertainment, that can help me to elevate my events and my concerts, then definitely I think the right thing to do is to try again lah. Tapi I pun dah almost 33 this year. So we don't know what's upcoming. Tapi of course the door is always open.
So macam Haris sendiri memang orang kata memang berhenti dululah, memang fokus kepada ni sajalah.
So I pun tak nak macam over ambitious ke, tamak ke, macam want to do everything. I want to focus on my company first, Even, you see macam doing this concert pun dah 8 bulan planning back and forth. So if I were to sidetrack, kalau buat drama 2-3 bulan shooting ke, recording ke di sana, it will affect everything lah. it will affect my time, my focus on my company, on my acting, singing. So I think a strategic thing for me to do is to focus on one dulu. Focus, semua dah okay, everything running autopilot, then I can try to venture out here and there lah.
Ada planning untuk ambil macam any recording artist ke untuk bawah company you? Macam like
you mean like artist management? Maybe not at the moment lah. Like for now, I would really love to focus on events, concerts. Maybe it's selain American artists. Of course, we want to venture to K-pop, stand-up comedians, which is all in the planning already for my 2025, 2026. So let's focus on this first, and then we'll see lah what else G Haris Entertainment boleh buat. Tapi it's really important for me to also get that support lah from the Singapore market, KL market, and I hope that apa yang I buat, apa yang my company can contribute will be good for Singaporeans and those in KL. So hope to get your support lah.
Okay, dari segi perbezaan konsert di Malaysia dengan Singapore nanti macam mana? Macam dekat Singapore berapa target audience untuk
So
tengok
Singapore Akon? The capacity is about 6,000 kat arena at Expo Hall 7. So slightly more than KL lah. So Akon akan perform on the 19 kat KL kan, and then the next day he will fly to Singapore for his concert kat Singapore. So likewise for me juga, lepas habis concert kat KL, I will have to drive back to Singapore sebab 8 AM I dah kena take over the venue. So 8 AM all the way until the concert lah. But it's fun lah. It sounds tiring kan. Memang tiring, tapi it's fun and it's worth it. It's been a very macam sweet, unique and special moment for me lah.
Perbezaan dekat Singapore ada panggil artis jemputan juga ke atau tak ada?
So guest DJ juga.
Guest DJ
so both
juga
for
lah.
Malaysia dengan Singapore, we will have guest DJ from Malaysia, guest DJ from Singapore to hype the crowd.
So macam Singapore sekiranya dapat sambutan akan tambah hari lagi, still not planning lah?
Singapore sadly I cannot do second night sebab concert on the 20th kan. So 22nd there's another concert, 21st the promoter kena masuk and do setup. So never mind, we'll just focus on one night first. I also think reasonable and advisable for me to focus on the one night first. Don't overdo it lah kan. So let's focus on another artist in the future and see how it goes from there.
Akon, okay orang kata sekiranya konsert ni berjaya, Akon, ada tak nanti G Haris akan bawa lagi banyak artis antarabangsa? Ada planning tak? Bagi lah teaser sikit.
So just to share lah, okay, the artist punya name I cannot reveal because like I said, I've not locked anything yet, but of course I've already sent the offer letter and my booking agent has offered me artists for next year yang really big punya artists lah, and to execute big artists, of course you need big venue. It's more everything is at a bigger level, bigger scale. So all that is in the planning. But of course lah, you guys can expect more from G Haris Entertainment. It's not just going to be Akon. And planning concerts ni bukan senang sebab you cannot just choose which artist you want. You have to also see who is touring, who is upcoming, whether artist tu sesuai tak untuk Singapore dengan KL. So definitely we have already planned for 2025 and there's lots that we can offer lah and contribute. So just stay tuned.
Ada planning nak bawa K-pop artist sebab sekarang ni dekat Malaysia I nampak macam Korean punya concert like macam back to back tau.
So we do have plans for K-pop as well, but of course to source the right K-pop artist jugalah.
Tapi ada dah try approach ke? Ada macam
we already in touch with the K-pop punya booking agent jugalah. So all this we've been in touch for quite some time already. We are just planning the 2025 punya dates, venues, the months, we don't want to overdo juga, too many in 1 year. We want it to be just nice so people can expect more from us. So don't want to macam tamat lah, they say, slowly but surely, chill.
Kalau macam dari segi perbezaan kan, contact dengan artis international punya ialah management dengan Korea. Sebab saya ada baca tau, Umay ada baca yang orang kata nak bawa artis Korea ni lagi susah daripada artis Hollywood. So is it true?
Actually I would say both pun susah juga because but so far the booking agent that I got in touch with for K-pop ada juga yang can come just to Singapore, Malaysia, yang tak payah go on tour. But sometimes we need to make sure we source the right one yang we know ada demand and yang boleh sell out. So it's not risky on the promoter punya side lah. I'm very new to this juga. I'm not saying yang Aida ni, I ni yang I'm not saying that I'm hebat ke doing this for very long. I'm still learning. Every day is a new process, new learning journey for me, and I'm trying to unlock like when you play a game, you unlock new point, new level. So I'm going through the same process juga. It's just been 1 year, and every day is a learning process for me. And hopefully through this I can grow and learn more lah. I'm not saying macam I'm so pro ke apa ke, no lah. Not in that sense. Still learning. Yeah.
Okay, so macam Haris sekarang pun tengah fokus dengan bisnes kan. Okay, kita tahulah sekarang ni macam Haris sendiri pun pernah dalam industri kan. Industri pun sekarang macam-macam kata berita yang kita dengar and yang tak sedap apa semua. Macam Haris sendiri waktu berada dekat industri seni ni, orang kata perjalanan Haris tu macam mana? Agak susah tak orang kata nak sustain ya? Sebab sekarang ni artis terlalu ramai. Artis Brunei pun datang sini, artis Indonesia pun ada datang sini.
Betul, I totally agree. So you see, as an actor and singer, I really salute siapa-siapa artis yang actor singer yang really was able to sustain and grow their name and maintain. It's really not easy. I mean, you hilang for a while, every day ada talent baru. Right? Every day in Malaysia there are new talents and that are hungry for this, to do the best in this entertainment line. So when you hilang for a while, likewise for me, when I hilang for a while, in fact not a while, I hilang for quite long. So of course it's not easy to sustain and maintain. So salute to siapa-siapa yang dah last so long in the industry and really have built a very strong and prominent name. Congratulations to them. So I face the same thing as well. Tapi I had my fair share of fun and success in the industry, and I guess my mindset is that as a Singaporean yang datang KL, I'm very thankful and grateful for all the opportunities that I got lah. I was able to work with Faizal Tahir, with Mike Chan, Ezra Kong, Bawa Faithful Music, with Uprising Entertainment, macam Afdal, Marina Juki, and even with Warner Music Malaysia and Darren Choi, all the strong prominent names. So thanks to them that I was able to rasa how it feels like to be in Malaysia. It was a good journey for me lah. And now, and I guess another thing yang I nampak is that during COVID, when it hit everybody quite badly, so of course there are some actors, singers, some of the influencers yang I think found it difficult to sustain, maintain, and I think there are a few yang totally hilang already. And then for me, when I saw this happening, I told myself that I need to have a backup plan lah. So Alhamdulillah, sebelum ni bila buat acting, singing on the front line, right, being part of events and shows and apa, and now doing this behind the scene, I think it's a good transition for me personally at this age now, 33. So good thing I was able to find something to sustain, maintain myself. So it's more like Haris Baba is coming back to the industry, tapi not as an actor singer, tapi more as a promoter and organizer, which I think is fun lah for me. Best. And then sebelum ni all my
pintu rezeki yang lain patut buka kan.
So that's why I told myself I nak expand to Singapore dengan KL, because sebelum ni doing my acting and singing kat KL, memang I have all my ex-managers on board yang really push me, yang really help me, So I'm working with the same people juga. I'm working with the same people to help me market and promote Akon punya concert. So it's nice that I'm able to work with them again, but in a different job scope lah. Yeah.
Haris pernah bawa armada dengan Ungu kan ke Malaysia.
Last year November. So 2 concerts in 1 month.
So ada tak selepas ni macam terfikir nak bawa artis Malaysia pula pergi ke Indonesia? I mean why not? Kan? Selalu kita dengar Indonesian artis datang sini.
Big names macam maybe example Datuk Siti. Of course, I'm sure it will be easy for her in
Aina Abdul and Ernie pun sudah famous kat sana.
Yeah. All the strong and prominent names. Yeah, but I never know what I can plan in the future for now, but I guess for Haris punya direction is really to focus for now on acts from US and UK. Because in Singapore, Malaysia, there are already a lot of promoters yang hebat-hebat out there. Example, Hitman, Rohit, that have already been that people are already familiar with this certain companies yang bringing the Indonesian artists, Malaysian artists for concerts. So I tell myself I don't want to enter the market yang already a lot of promoters doing lah. I need to stand out a bit. I need to think out of the box. And this artist yang dari America, dari UK is so many, So let's start with this and then we'll see how it goes in the future.
Macam Hitman pun hari tu saya ada jumpa dia orang pun dah tukar direction. Sebelum ni dia orang banyak bawa Bollywood artis. And then upcoming ni dia orang bawa Arijit Singh. And
so
Mr. Rohit cakap macam Arijit tu is like his bucket list lah. Dia memang betul-betul nak bawa.
Because I'm Pakistani myself, right? So that is my language, and I myself am a huge fan of Arijit Singh.
That's why you look like Zayn Malik.
Yo.
Oh, I see. So Arijit is like a big name lah.
Of course.
Sangat-sangat.
He has shaped the Bollywood industry, He's one of the big names lah. I mean, if you are into Bollywood, then you will know that what he has done, his music, his work is just out of this world lah. Yeah.
Okay, so Haris, saya nak tanya satu pendapat Haris lah. Sekarang ni kalau kita tengok kan, TikTok memang like bagi impact lah dekat orang kan, dari tua muda semua main TikTok kan. And then daripada situlah lahirnya content creator. Daripada tu ada yang berubah jadi pelakon, ada berubah jadi penyanyi. Macam Haris sendiri, do you agree yang platform itu sebenarnya boleh orang kata menjanjikan kata tempat dekat industri seni ni? Sebab mostly kadang-kadang diorang ni suka that's why orang kata education is a must lah. It's very important. Yelah sekarang ni dengar ada yang kata tak guna belajar, you kena jadi content creator je. So maybe they have a comment on that.
Everyone has their own views lah, which we have to respect. If some people say, like example, you said that, oh now you don't need to study, you do this and that. So I mean, maybe netizens will start to hantam. Tapi if you have your own personal view, your personal plan, we should respect. And you know, it's something that everyone is going through. They have different paths in life, so respect that. But back to your question about yang TikTok, social media. I myself am not on TikTok tau, so I don't understand TikTok. But I only open up TikTok account for my daughter, so dia yang boleh main. And then G Haris pun ada TikTok, which is new. But TikTok is such an important platform right now to do your marketing, your ads, your promos lah. I'm very new, but of course I have my guy yang handles for me the social media marketing and all. But yes, definitely, you know, if it's an upcoming platform yang important for certain line of work, then you have to learn lah. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to keep up with times. You have to keep up with the current trends, the apps. If you want to really, you know, especially if you're selling products, if you're organising events ke, concerts ke, apa-apa yang pasal jual, then you have to tap on all these platforms lah. If you want to make sure that you can if you want to make sure you have good sales, then yes, definitely.
Are you okay? Orang kata daripada menyanyi di TikTok, berlakon di TikTok, and then menjadi artis, selebriti. Sebab ada setengah tu macam kurang suka.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you see, acting and singing is more like, a lot of people think that acting and singing is easy tau, but it's really not. And you cannot expect macam director ke, producer ke, songwriter ke, composer ke come to you, come, I want to make you singer, I want to make you actor. You need to work hard for yourself. You need to work hard on yourself. For singing, you kena practice. You kena rajin upload your videos kat mana-mana platform for people to see and know you. For acting also, you need to work hard on yourself, your skills as an actor, kena practice. You kena reach out to directors ke, production houses ke, mana-mana to pitch yourself to get roles. So if you are doing that on TikTok and you really become an actor and singer, good for you. You are doing the right thing. You are not sitting down and expecting macam someone come up to you and give you that golden spoon, you know. So yeah, kudos to those who have achieved that. Impressive.
Yeah. So
it's not easy, man. It's not easy,
terus
you
upload.
know.
Consistent.
Malaysia, there's so many talented people. Every day there's new talents yang hebat, 13-year-old, 14-year-old. So how to catch up juga, how to keep up juga. You have to work on yourself lah. You kena rajin lah. Right or not?
Kan, consistent lah.
Consistent
lah.
And then it's really like, how much do you really want it? Do you really want to be an actor and singer and not do anything about it? Then you're not going to be lah. Do you really want to be an actor and singer and work hard and really make it? So it's really what you want juga. Some people, they just want the fame. Diorang just nak followers on Instagram, followers on TikTok, tapi maybe not earning and then still susah for them. Some people, yes, they understand that they want the fame, but they want to convert it to earning money as well. So they can selesa, you know, they can have a secure their finance. And then from there, you know, if they think further, they will know to use the money to try to do some businesses to sustain juga. Yeah, it's a lot of things lah.
So macam tadi G Haris adalah stand for your wife at
So Jiha is my wife's name, Haris is my name. So G Haris Entertainment. My mother-in-law, she really likes G Haris. She told me to keep that name for the company. So we have
orang kata nama yang special lah, unik kan, gabungkan nama kan. So selain pada entertainment tadi, you cakap your wife pun ada buat business juga kan?
Yeah, she does a few things kat Sabah jugalah. So she's based there, and mainly we also doing this entertainment thing together lah.
Sekarang Haris ada berapa orang anak?
3.
Yang sulung umur berapa?
So my first is 7, second 6, third is 4. So girl, boy, girl.
I see.
Yeah.
So, yalah Haris pun pernah ada dalam industri kan. Still lagi dalam industri. Sekiranya anak berminat dengan dunia seni,
Alamak.
you akan bagi tak? Atau you rasa macam, tak apalah, saya dah pernah dalam industri.
No lah,
biar
for me personally, you see, like, of course lah, you know, I would want my children to have good jobs, like macam the standard job that parents want the children to have, macam doctor, lawyer, engineer, this and that. Yeah, and of course, I would want something more stable and solid for my children lah. You know, doing acting and singing is still considered freelance. You know, right? I mean, like, of course lah. I mean, the bigger actors and singers, they have more jobs, they earn more, and they are smart as well to do businesses and stuff, you know, when acting and singing slows down. But I guess for my children, in direction, I would want them to have something yang more, how do you put it, more solid lah, more solid, yeah.
Lebih terjamin lah, macam tu lah.
Yeah, correct, yeah. And it's my personal dream juga lah. No offense to anybody yang that people may think that, oh, maybe Haris thinks that acting and singing is not a solid thing to do. No offense tau, don't go and hantam me about it. It's just that this is my personal goals and dreams for my children, yeah, as a parent.
So macam Haris sendiri waktu pernah menjadi penyanyi dulu dengan pelakon kan, antara cabaran yang Haris hadapi, ada tak pernah orang kata macam sebulan dua, like you memang tak tahu you nak buat apa? Yelah, sebab you cakap this is freelance kan.
Yeah. Of course there were months yang tak ada job. There were of course a lot of ups and downs juga. One period of time was back-to-back jobs. One period of time things slowed down a bit. But it's part and parcel of being in this line lah. It's really like how much you really put in effort as well. You know, like sometimes if you release a song, example, you know, and if after that things slow down, then you have to go back in the studio, you have to get your team to work on the song. Diorang pun kena tolong push. It's a lot of things lah. But I guess, yeah, I did have my fun times. I did have my ups and downs lah, basically. Yalah.
So, ada tak macam istilah pernah merajuk dengan industri?
Merajuk not really lah. I don't know why people keep saying I merajuk with the industry last time. It's a bit funny. I can't really think why also. Maybe you can refresh my memory.
Yalah, sebab sometimes yalah bila macam you pun cakap normal lah kalau tak ada
I think the
berbulan
only
job or something kan. So
I
you
think the
rasa
only
macam cari yang lebih.
I think the only thing yang affected me was that when I changed my label and my management, and I realised that it was very different from the first label I was with. So that affected me lah in terms of jobs, in terms of me trying to make a comeback. That one really affected me. And then I told myself like maybe it was a mistake, but still part and parcel of what I had to go through. But sadly during COVID was when I started getting lead roles again tau. A few lead roles that were really good jobs that I know personally, if I work hard, practice, that I can slowly naik. But COVID lah, so it's okay lah, you know. Whatever has happened, has happened. No point thinking about the past juga. Just focus on what is in front of my eyes now lah.
2024 ada dapat offer?
I still dapat offer. Last year, in fact, 2023, I was surprised to get two lead roles. Two lead roles that I didn't cast for. And it was already apparently locked. Supposed to shoot juga 2 bulan. I just try and submit my name lah, whether dapat ke tak. Betul-betul dapat the lead role. But then I told myself I cannot shoot because last year 1 year is 5 events back to back. 5 events back to back, 3 events dengan 2 concert. So how to go to KL and shoot 2 bulan, and then who's going to work kat KK? But I'm surprised lah. I just test myself and then really dapat the lead role.
Wah, Harisbah pasti relevant.
That's funny lah, but thank you lah.
Yang support kan.
Yeah.
Okay, Haris, kita dah nak ke penghujungnya. Mungkin Haris boleh ada kata-kata untuk penonton kita supaya beli tiket Akon The Super Fan Tour.
Boleh. First and foremost, of course, I want to say thank you to Media Mulia Podcast. Umay, thank you for having me. Utusan, thank you for having me. I'm thankful and grateful tau for all the exposure, the platform, the opportunity that I get to promote myself again, to promote my company, my events and concerts. You know, all this is really a privilege for me lah. Sebelum ni, when I was doing my acting, singing, and when I got all this right, maybe I did not understand back then, but now it's really important that I have this platform. So thank you to all those yang has supported me from before and is still supporting me. I hope you guys will continue to support me, my company G Haris Entertainment, and you know, keep a lookout for the upcoming events and concerts that I can offer to Singapore and Malaysia lah. Thank you. That's all from me.
Kalau kita minta Haris nyanyi sikit boleh ke?
Lagu apa?
Lagu lagu Haris yang sebelum-sebelum ni lah.
Boleh lah,
Katakan
skip verse
boleh
lah.
lah. Ramai rindu ni.
Boleh. Alright.
Okay.
Tiada apa lagi perlu ku katakan, kerana kau tahu semua, tak pernah ku berahsia. There you go.
Thank you so much Haris.
Thank you, Mai.
Okay, kita doakan supaya Akon, the super fan tu akan berjaya.
Thank you.
InsyaAllah mungkin
So,
next year kita akan panggil lagi Akon ke mungkin?
Next year maybe different artists. Tapi all those who are interested to get the tickets for Malaysia, you guys can go to ticket2you.com.my lah. Esok 20th of September is the general public sale. So stay tuned for that lah. And secure your tickets.
Okay, jangan lupa support G Haris.
Thank you.
Okay, sampai kita jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum. Bye-bye.
Waalaikumsalam.